Hey everybody, it's the Mad Master here. I'm doing another video today, and I've done videos about this subject before, but I've decided to kind of explore this issue and this topic because it's definitely on people's minds right now for various reasons. I mean, for one thing, the whole thing with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp and all that, is kind of gotten people talking about this whole subject, and it's a very controversial subject, and it's something that I've talked about probably to death with people in general, not only on videos, but this is the whole subject of it's like the thought process. There's no thought process. That's the whole point. Actually, what I'm about to say. And it's why I go after why I've dated, actually. I'm not going to say I want to date younger women. I've dated younger women now. I can't say that, and I have dates, and stuff with much younger women and all that. So this is kind of about that subject and what is the impetus for this whole thing, why it happens. And these are my theories. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm not a psychologist, and I'm not like a evolutionary biologist or sociologist or anything like that. But this is what happens, and this is not to presupposition is that I would never, I'll date someone and then if I get married, I'll have to dump them when they turn 35 or 40 or something like that. Like that was the whole thing. Like when one of my exes thought that was going to happen, like if she got in a serious relationship with me, that's not necessarily the case. She's always going to be younger still, younger than me. So anyways, this is the whole thing. And this is why I believe this is, happened to me, and it will continue to happen, honestly, because I go out there into the world. I go to a bar. I go to even like the gym, or this town in general skews younger because it's a college town. So for one, that's right there. So this is one thing I'm going to say, like, I'm not going to reject someone just because they're younger than me. And I know people that do that. I know guys that'll say, I'm not going to date anybody below 28. I'm not going to date anybody who has kids. Okay, so, and they even moved that up, the age thing. Okay, so most women have kids, and most women around your age are married, or at least a huge proportion more are married and have kids, or have kids. See, so you're eliminating a huge demographic. So people talk about me maybe eliminating a demographic by not dating older women or whatever, or women more around my age. It's not necessarily the case, because just there's way more younger women out there, especially in this town. So that's one. This town is full of younger people. I'm going to try, I think I had 5 in my head, 5 reasons. It's kind of silly. 5 reasons why I go after young tail. No, it's not about that. Number 2, I was very inexperienced growing up, and even through my 20s, much of my 20s. So sometimes they talk about dating age, or what your maturity level in relationships is. And for me, I will just have to say that I am much younger than my actual driver's license age number. I am much younger because, for one, there's a certain act that I did not do until I was 24. There were certain things that I didn't do. I didn't have my it was about my driver's license. That's right. No, actually, I didn't have my driver's license until I was 24 either. It's kind of funny. 2 things happened the same year. But that's one thing. And it kind of slows you down. It's like, well, I'm still living this life. I mean, obviously, I'm living a lifestyle of someone much younger, too, in a certain way. So I'm supposed to be like wearing going on my golf game, talking about my divorce lawyer with my friend or something today on Saturday. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. If you want to do stereotypes for your age appropriate. So I'm living in an apartment like a 20 something. Okay, that's alone. So like just the whole thing, the whole dynamic is younger. Okay, right there. That's immediately younger than a person that would normally be my, my age group or whatever. Oh, their kid is going to is in the sophomore year of high school or whatever the fuck, right? Or they're going to go to prom and they're like preparing their kid for prom. It's like, dude, I mean, I can't even imagine that. It's like so weird, So that's another reason. So another reason is that, and this is one of the most controversial reasons, and this is not to like say that I would never date someone my age or a couple years younger or whatever. It's not necessarily true. Now, this is a controversial thing, of course. BuzzFeed, feminism, Vox will have articles about how it's so problematic, and it's bunk. Evolutionary biology and psychology are pseudoscience, but third wave woke feminism isn't. Ugh. Right, okay. Bullshit. Okay, so men, heterosexual, cisgendered men are attracted to younger women because evolutionarily, I'm starting to sound like Better Bachelor. They're just attracted to younger women. Better upcoming video is going to be pretty funny. Hopefully, it's going to take I'm doing a new video, and I'm just going to give a hint there for people out there. So, it's in our brains that we like certain things. It's just the truth. There's so many studies. There's so many dynamics. You could call it patriarchal science, all that stuff. But it's fucking from Darwin to Matt Ridley to all these people. It's just part of our genes. It's just like you go on the street, you see someone, you're like, whoa, and they might be, they'll probably be much younger. And the inverse is often true as well, as controversial as that is. I mean, it's not just about money, Oh, it's all sugar babies. No, it's not. So that's another reason. I mean, I go outside and there's beautiful women everywhere, but they're probably in their 20s or maybe early 30s. That's just, maybe they're older, but those are the ones that have their kids out at the fucking playground. That the older ones, or they're doing something else, or they're working on their garden or some shit. The girls you see on the street when you go out there, like I said, when you go to a bar, when I'm going to do karaoke, who's there? A bunch of middle-aged women? No. It's just, it's so dumb. Like when people say, "You're age inappropriate. Why are you going after women? It's creepy." It's creepy. All right, tell me it's creepy then. Tell everybody that does it they're just a creep, pervert, criminal. Why don't you criminalize it then? If you're more than 5 years older than the woman in a relationship, maybe that should be illegal, even if they're 55 and they're 60. Just fucking legislate it. Go right ahead. I mean, it's so stupid. So that's another reason. Now, number 4 reason is because I want the possibility, this is probably another even more controversial to some people, of having biological children one day. And I want this relationship to develop through time. I don't necessarily want them right now. So that's the controversial part. Why do you want to have a kid? Why do you want to have a kid at age 50? Yeah, I'm not 50, but I'm just saying, why do you want to moral busybody? No, that's the way. Oh, so that's another reason. I want the possibility, the chance, right? I want the chance. And I mean, what else is there? Well, I don't live, like I said, the lifestyle differences. Like, I'm different than Generation Z or a lot of millennials. By the way, I'm not going to say that I'm not. I probably would be problematic to a lot of the woke crowd. But my lifestyle is not very age appropriate. Look at, I'm wearing a band shirt above the age of 30. Oh my God, call the cops, call the moral busybody police. You know, I'm looking, yeah, I get criticized. I've gotten criticized for it, but I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. You know, these same people are supporting these politicians that are bombing brown people everywhere, you know, and supporting the system, supporting the establishment that fucking kills people, that destroys society, destroys the environment. Like, I give a fuck if I'm wearing a band shirt above age. You know, like, who gives a shit? What harm does it do compared to what you do normally that you don't even think about because you're a fucking piece of shit fucking NPC? So fuck you. I'm not going to listen to that. So I think that was a good list of reasons, 5 reasons why it happens. Does it have to happen? If there was a, you know, if fucking, who was that? Like Kate Winslet, you know, called me for a date, would I say no? I mean, come on, let's be realistic. But, you know, when I go out there, if you open your fucking door and you're looking to meet women, I'm not going to fucking card every one of them and say, oh, I mean, obviously card them for being adults. Or I wouldn't card them, but you know what I mean? If you go to a bar, they're going to be adults, is my point. You go out your fucking door, and you're not going to be a woman that's 45 that's going to fucking, you know, it's just that they'll be with a kid or their husband or whatever. So that's the whole point. So it'll continue. I'm sure I'll piss some people off because I did last time I did this, you know. Pretty cool. I love pissing people off. I love provoking people. So it just, in this case, it was the girl's mother that was pissed because, like, even though she dated, she was her, it's kind of fucked up because she dated someone young, like her daughter's age as well, her mother. But she was criticizing her daughter for dating me because I'm older than her, 15 years older. Oh my God, it's so fucking terrible. So, but yeah. I think she was jealous, actually, supposedly. I don't know. That whole dynamic was weird, all the stuff that happened with that whole thing. But anyways, yeah, fuck that shit. I'm not going to listen. In fact, it makes me want to do it more, like that girl on OkCupid, you know, I talked about a couple of weeks back, or a month back. This whole thing, these criticisms of Johnny Depp and stuff, and for doing that, you know, and like, oh my God, so problematic. People are actually talking less about the age thing with him for some reason, though, I've noticed. Like, it's becoming less common. I think this is going to turn things around in certain ways in certain people's minds, like, you know, like these power dynamics. Like, for example, you know. Actually, I'll do another video about that because I got some food I'm cooking, but that's about all.